Y bienvenidos a un nuevo video en Embriología en Micro. El día de hoy les hablaremos sobre un tema: cómo puede ocasionar un pequeño defecto en la tercera semana de desarrollo embrionario hasta el nacimiento. Exacto, el Teratoma Sacroccígeo. Junto con mis panelistas Fernanda Ramírez y María Paula Pacar. Les seguiremos hablando sobre este proceso. Síganos en esta nueva aventura.
Before the baby has a full-function, sacroccígeo teratoma can connect high cartilage, muscle, and everything. In the milestone, umbrella would carry a fascinating embryonic explanation based in.
That's incredible. So let's find out how. What is sacroccígeo teratoma?
Sacroccígeo teratoma is a most common genital tumor in newborns. In the levels is the sacroccígeo region in my country. These are from one or three hair layers. What is the embryo of this tumor?
It originates from remnants on the primitive history and temporary structure that occurs during gastrulation in the tree with an embryo. Development these rheumatic cells retain the ability to develop into different types of tissue. What is the primitive tree and why is it so important?
The primitive still is a structure that from during granulation it said to migrant and tar. It will climb a torso. The layer keep rise every time.
Is a primitive tree is a normal structure. What can cause a tumor? Normally to breathe is a pre-avisor after completion infusion hour. If some proliferate cells remain in the embryo, they may continue work and deform as a sacroccígeo teratoma. What doesn't is a main disease are pluripotentia.
Pluripotentia cells have the ability to develop in many different types of tissue. This expression with a teratoma might contain skin, muscle, cartilage, nerve, tissue, or everything. Without its tumor usually occurs in the sacroccígeo region.
Because the primitive structure is located in the causal region of the embryo, its own cell remain under granulation. Usually it's that are developed tumor.
What can doctor diagnose the condition before what period? The most cases are defective brain renal, ultrasound, which shows a mesoneer debate look white. But some cases further MRE use the evaluate site detection and for tumor. What complication can tumor cause?
Large tumor might lead to heart failure, eye drops, very premature or difficult during delivery because of the disease and hip blood supply. What is the treatment for sacroccígeo teratoma?
The teratoma is complete circuit removal of the tumor along with the coccygeum. The coccygeum reduces the tumor volume.
Finally, what is a toxic conditional stage about its embryology? This is a change that embryology development must be presently regulated. A small error during the week of the delivery and lead a constant addition. Understanding embryology is a helpless and orally diagnostic and treatment on medical conditional.
In conclusion, sacroccígeo teratoma is much more than a conditional tumor. It is an example of embryology and clinical medicine are closer connected.
By just studying the primitive streak and granulation we can better understand how this content developed and my early data important.
Thank you for listening to In the Body. We will enjoy this episode and learn some new bird embryology. See you next time.